Hello and welcome to Talking Development. I'm recording this episode from Dushanbe, the capital of Tajikistan, as part of my trip to Central Asia. This dynamic region is experiencing rapid growth in fintech services and e-commerce platforms, which are driving business expansion, empowering women and youth, and creating better job opportunities across Central Asia. Today I'm excited to be joined by Gulanor, the CEO of Alif Bank, one of Tajikistan's most innovative and digitally savvy banks, to discuss how expanding financial inclusion and embracing new technologies can drive development and growth. Gulanor, welcome.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you so much for joining me. I was looking at your background. You spent many years working at Deloitte, and then now you're running Alif Bank here in Tajikistan. And I wanted to just get a little bit of a flavor of how did you get into banking and the financial sector?
Yes, I worked 18 years in auditing, and one day I realized that I got tired of auditing and something should change in my life.
Okay.
And I left to pursue some new opportunities. And then I got a proposal from Alif Bank, it was not the decision that I have made for my future career opportunities. It was rather the match of the values that I have and Alif has. Alif at that point was already, a known fintech number one in the country and in the Central Asia. And it was pursuing ethical banking and financial inclusion. And knowing that the values of the company are integrity and inclusion, and that my understanding was that finance is very important for people's life, they matched, and that made me, agree to start working in Alif, I'm very happy that for 3.5 years I'm working with the team that is day and night thinking over products that make people's life easier. And I'm very happy that I have accepted that proposal.
Wonderful. A theme during my visit to Central Asia this time around has actually been around fintech and financial inclusion and the availability of financial services for entrepreneurship, for innovation, for jobs. How do you see the role of fintech and institutions like Alif Bank when it comes to the development of a more vibrant private sector here in Tajikistan, or in fact across Central Asia? Is it primarily geared towards young people? Is it entrepreneurs in small enterprises? Or is it also a chance to transform state-owned enterprises and have a role in the reform and the economic transformation of more traditional sectors in the economy? How do you see the potential of this?
I guess the potential is to change the life of everyone, starting from individuals, then small businesses, large businesses. For the last years, we can see that the quantity of people who get access to the essential financial tools using different digital platforms is increasing, and that makes us happy, of course. If we look at like 5 years ago, at Tajikistan, like 2% of the payments were made digital, while for 2024 it's 20%. So yes, we still have a lot of work to be done. The fact that it already has increased 10 times makes us happy, and it gives us some energy to go further. For example, Alif Business, which is internet banking for the SMEs and corporate clients, which is making their accounting more clear and easy as well. In terms of the inclusion of young and women, the state is doing a lot. It's even part of the national strategy for financial inclusion. And of course, the role of fintech and fintech platforms and mobile applications was huge in that.
You said so many important things, but this idea that traditional banking doesn't reach everyone, but digital banking can. And today, most people around the world actually have a digital phone, smartphone. It's much easier these days. One thing we do at the World Bank is identify reforms or policy change that could enable this type of transformation that you're talking about? Are there any particular policies or economic reforms or decisions at the regulatory level that you think have been really important to enable the type of business that you're seeing now grow and accelerate?
There was a clear message from the president on his speech for the last 2 years that we should work on digitalization of the payments. And besides that, 2 years ago there was a government decree on promotion of digital services, which clearly was stating that all state services should not be paid in cash, so everything should be paid digital. And it was one major push because we provide services, but in very rural and remote areas, people, they don't understand how to use the digital services, so the financial literacy is very low. And all this needed some push. And this push from the state level made every bank, every company, every governmental agency to be part of this transformation to digitalization, which was good. And the second thing we have seen 2 years ago was the unique QR code, which was developed and launched by the National Bank of Tajikistan. And it had also a great promotional effect for the digitalization. So I think these were the best decisions, and they were very on time. But at the same time, we should accept that by increasing level of digitalization, the risk of fraud is also increasing, and we should make the changes very, very carefully to make sure that there are certain security, certain steps taken by the banks and by the state to make sure that the transactions are secure and safe.
Yeah, to make sure that you take a comprehensive view and look at both the upside but also the risks. You are now a very accomplished leader and a mother of 3. Any advice to young women in Central Asia, in Tajikistan, in terms of careers? I'm sure you get this question from time to time. I get it sometimes. What is your advice to a woman who wants to have a career, maybe even be the top in a top leadership position and also have a family?
I think that the courage that a lady has to give a birth to a child, so she doesn't need anything else. She just needs education. So I believe that any woman can do anything she wants. The major problem that we have in Central Asian countries is lack of proper education for women. So my advice for women would be just learn all the time that you can devote for learning. Every day you should learn something new. This is essential, I think. Every day you should become a better version of yourself. So I think that the only thing we need is to give appropriate education to our baby girls, and other than that they would have enough courage and enough braveness to change the world.
I like that. It's very nicely said. Thank you so much, Gulanor, for being with me.
Thank you.
So here's my take from this wonderful conversation with Gulanor. Expanding financial inclusion and adopting cutting-edge technologies can unlock access to finance, drive business, growth, and create job opportunities. Despite significant progress, a large portion of the population in Central Asia remains unbanked or underbanked. This gap presents a unique opportunity for fintech companies to expand access through digital wallets, microloans, and mobile banking solutions. Governments in the region are actively promoting financial inclusion through digital strategies, regulatory sandboxes, and private sector partnerships. The World Bank Group is really proud to be part of these efforts. For example, here in Tajikistan, we contributed to the development of the National Strategy for Financial Inclusion and are ready to support a regional program to increase access to capital and digital payments. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on Talking Development.